Yeah.
Okay, Spencer, clap. 3. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful. Welcome to the show.
Season 2, Grateful Guys.
Wow.
Good to be back.
It's the summer season, and we wrapped up a successful first season a week or so ago.
Big success.
Yeah.
I've been very excited about it.
Check out those episodes on YouTube. Grateful Guys, YouTube.
I think it's youtube.com/user 7496/567981249.
Well, you're forgetting the http:///.
Correct.
I think some of those letters are capitalized too.
The numbers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capital numbers?
For the show.
What's a lowercase number look like?
Normal.
Okay.
So I want to, we finished up season 1, and when that happened, I sort of went back and listened to all the episodes. I know you did that too.
A lot.
I asked Kent to do that, but he was too busy with other stuff.
Busy guy.
But what I noticed was that we have kind of gotten away from our original mission, our original goal for the show, which was to talk about what we're grateful for. And so I thought we could start off the first season, the second season, the first episode of the second season, getting back into that sort of thing, what we're grateful for. The first thing I want to talk about is my son, Spencer. I am grateful for this guy. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Hey, Spencer.
Hey, Spencer. I'm grateful for you too.
You were on the show once already. Did you know that?
No.
You did a Grateful Guys theme song.
Yeah, remember when you sang the song?
Oh yeah.
We played it on the show.
Can you do a real quick version of it for us? How does that intro song go? Do you remember?
No.
Me neither. Wait. Remember that? How does it sound again?
Go ahead.
We are grateful guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Over
perfect.
and over
Yeah.
and over again.
Yeah. So it's great having you on the show. Thanks for coming, Spencer.
We've got Kent here, Kurt, I'm Bart, and this is Spencer. And Spencer, do you know what the word grateful means?
No.
No. Do you know what the word thankful means?
No.
Is there anything that makes you happy? What makes you happy? Do sports make you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like sports.
Sports.
Yep. Okay.
What's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
Yeah. That's a good sport.
But what about a real sport?
What's your second favorite sport?
Basketball.
What about baseball?
Kent likes
Kind
football.
of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Like, how you feel about football?
A little.
I feel a little about that too.
You don't like sports, Kurt.
I didn't play them much. I was a swimmer. I don't think that really counts.
It counts.
It's a sport.
Sort of. I was a competitive swimmer.
It's more of a skill than a sport, but congratulations. What strokes do you do?
Breaststroke, butterfly stroke, free form, side stroke. That's where you pick an apple and you put it in the basket.
All of them.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I got
How come your shoulders are so small?
it's been a few years since I've been in the tank.
Did you get into a lot of splash fights in the pool?
Yeah, there's one move in particular where you take your hand and you skim it across the top of the water, and it's scary to the other person. I learned mostly how to scare from swimming.
And you can really direct the water when you do that. You can like a few gallons of water right in somebody's face.
Yeah, if you get really good, you can. If you come up out of the water really fast, they kind of go like, and then you just the water into their mouth, and it They might. It makes them think they're drowning for a second, and I laughed and laughed and laughed, but then was afraid, and I stopped swimming when I was around 13 years old
You don't swim anymore? Never swum since?
for fun. I'm a fun swimmer. You like to swim, Spencer? Not competitively. I mean, like for fun, like splashing around and having a good time.
Well,
Yeah.
You got your bubbles on, right? Your water wings.
yeah.
I haven't been playing any music while we've been recording this. You got any recommendations for a good background song?
I put a lot of time into Rain Jam.
Rain Jam, okay. Okay, but I'm going to stop that because I want to talk about my favorite sport. I mean, I was talking about baseball last week, I think, but really, when you get right down to it, tennis is probably my favorite sport. And I got a clip here of one of the best matches of all time, Federer versus Tsonga. Here it is. You can listen to it.
Okay.
Pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I love tennis.
Clay court?
Grass court.
That's what I thought.
Oh, so was that Wimbledon?
Australian Open.
Okay.
I can remember that vividly. Like, sometimes people open up a hardcover book and they get that smell. And they're like, wow, I remember the smell of this book. When I hear the sound of man-on-man action in Australia.
You think Greg, who loves tennis.
And Roger Federer.
Wait, that was a tennis match?
What?
Yeah.
The Hulk.
No.
Some people call it hand racquetball.
Hand racquetball?
Racket handball. I forget the name.
Handball.
Dog.
Handball, but with rackets.
Do you like tennis, Spencer?
Do you know what tennis is?
I like. What is that?
Badminton?
Yeah, badminton.
Yeah.
It's kind of like tennis.
Yeah, I love badminton.
It is kind of like tennis, you know?
You got a racket, you got something that you hit
But-
back and forth.
Yeah.
It's not really like a ball. It's called a birdie.
Or there's another name for it too.
Shuttlecock.
Shuttlecock?
It's like a fancy name for it.
Yeah, that's what like fancy people say.
Birdie is more fun.
Birdie's like the blue collar term for a badminton. Shuttlecock's white collar.
Yeah.
Because there's two types of collars in this world. There's white collar, and there's blue collar.
I don't know if you've ever looked at some of the collars in my shirt. It's kind of brown.
That's because you got a sweating problem.
Well, you're a business owner.
That's why I like to wear black shirts, so I don't have to worry about the brown collar.
I find after a good spray tan, I gotta go with a tank top or a sleeveless tee, or else I'm gonna just wipe it all away.
So you're like a no collar guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wear black shirts, but if I call myself a black collar worker, people think I'm a priest. So that's
Well, you are a man of faith.
yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I mean, God, I'm not interested in, but I do have a lot of faith. Let me get into the next thing I'm grateful for, and that's music. I love music. I love to listen to music. I love to play music. I love to be around when music is playing. I like when somebody downstairs is playing music too loud and it's thumping, thump, 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 thump. What kind of music do you like, Kent?
Lately, growing up, I didn't care about music at all. I had no desire to learn how to play an instrument, didn't really care about music. I think it's because I grew up in a bad time period for music. But lately, I've been listening to a lot of Radiohead.
Well, you grew up in the 90s, and that 90s is when Radiohead happened.
Yeah, but...
So that you just contradicted yourself.
No, I finger myself all the time. But they weren't on my radar as a kid. Like, I wasn't a cool kid that knew about cool music. So, like, the music I knew about was pop music in the early to mid 90s, and that was not good.
Oh, that's cool.
Was that like Hanson, Mbop?
Hanson, I mean, we were talking New Kids on the Block, MC Hammer. That sort of stuff. I had no desire to listen to that.
Well,
And music just sort of sounded like noise to me.
The Spice Girls?
but-
Do you like the Spice Girls?
I mean, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
You like the
but-
Spice Girls?
I like the Spice Girls.
Which is your favorite Spice Girl?
Just make up a name.
Yeah, say Ginger. Baby. Say Baby Spice.
Just make up a name for a Spice Girl, Spencer.
Just say it.
What's your favorite smell?
Me? Me Spice. I like me Spice. But I mean, but yeah, when it comes back to music, I'd say my favorite band right now is one that Greg turned me on to. Our friend Greg.
This is boring.
What is that? What music is that?
I don't care anymore.
I mean, I don't. You've talked about Greg 3-4 times this episode.
That's because I want to hang out with Greg.
Spencer's here.
I'm grateful for my friend Greg.
We'll start off the
You know,
show that way.
we all love Greg. We're grateful for Greg.
Grateful
He's a good friend. It's nice to have him on the other side of the country, so we don't have to see him all that often. But he's a good friend. I'm grateful for Greg. I wouldn't call him a grateful guy. I think if he was sitting on this couch, he wouldn't have anything very grateful to
He's
say.
a pessimistic guy.
I mean, I'm happy that he shares music with you.
I just don't want to bore Kurt, so I'm done talking.
You got anything to say about music, Kurt?
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay. Well, here's my favorite music. It's Vivaldi's The Four Seasons. I believe this is winter.
Oh. Oh, that I liked.
That's nice, right?
Yeah.
Sound like
You like that music?
sound like a
Spencer?
couple of cats having sex, if you ask me.
Which is good.
I love it.
You have a few CDs of that.
I grew up listening to that every night.
That was pop music when you were a kid.
No, that was my music.
The Cats.
Yeah, cat.
Oh, that's what
was
it-
my kind of music.
Yeah.
Spencer likes cats.
You got 2 cats. right?
Memories all alone in the moonlight.
Oh, is that from? That's not.
That's
Cats.
cats, right?
What do you want of me?
Hey, wait a minute. What about that song about Senor Gato?
Well,
Spencer
Senor Dungato was a cat on a high red roof. Dungato sat. Go ahead.
There's some
You-
claps in there. I feel like there needs a clap.
He was there to read a letter, meow meow meow. Where the reading light was better, meow meow meow. 'Twas a love note for Dungato. You remember that one?
I like to say meow meow meow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Now, the song that I like the most is more of a kind of a fairy tale. Is it alive? Is it dead? In the box or in your head? Schrodinger's cat. 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 You hear that one before, Spencer?
No.
Did you like it?
That was before his time.
Yeah.
who wrote that?
I grew up with that one.
Was that right, said Fred?
In the box, alive or dead? Is it a cat or is it in your head? Schrodinger's cat. 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 Spencer, you go. Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. Spencer, you say Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. You say Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger. You say it now. Schrodinger's cat.
This is boring.
This
That was
is
good. No, this is good. This is good material.
I like the chorus.
This is
I love the
good
chorus of that
content.
song.
okay.
Hey, you know what else I'm grateful for, you guys? I love drinking. You guys like to drink?
All the time.
I brought one of my favorite drinks. It's a 2012 Pinot Noir La Crema. I'd like y'all to try a little bit of this.
I would love
What?
that.
Can you tell me again what that
Pinot,
was?
Pinot Noir La Crema 2012.
It means.
It's like a $25 bottle of wine. So I'm not.
Wait a
it.
second. Wait
Yeah,
a
no,
second.
you can have a little. You can have just a little. I'll pour a little.
Kurt, did you just hear what I just heard?
About a
Dude's trying to big time
2
us.
fivers? What did he say? 10 bucks?
Five fivers.
Whoa.
$25. There, I'll just give you a little bit there.
So this sip costs like $1.
The sip?
I don't know.
It's just this one sip.
Yeah, just try. Yeah, there you go.
What you pay
Here's
for
a-
an entire can of Pepsi is this one sip.
Here you go, Spencer.
All right, boys.
All right,
Here's the drinking.
Skull. What does your culture say before they have a drink? Kent.
I gotta be honest, I'll look it up on my phone. I don't know.
I think it's skull.
Skull?
It says my culture.
What does your culture say? Lahayim?
L'chaim.
Lahayim.
Hi,
What do Eskimos say, Kurt?
Maklak.
Drink it.
Maklak.
Drink it.
Ooh, that's smooth.
It was a good year. I don't know really what we were
Was
up
that
to.
like a 2012?
Yeah.
2012 Pinot Noir
Oh,
La Crema.
yeah.
What do you think, Spencer?
Ooh.
You like it? What does it taste like? It's kind of fruity, kind of got
grape juice.
Yeah, I'd almost say like
grape juice.
Tastes
It's a
like
little,
grape
yeah. I mean, it's
juice.
made out of grape.
you gotta swirl it in your mouth. Really get the.
Were we supposed
drank all of
to?
it.
Were we supposed to spit it out?
No, you can take it home with you.
Okay. Just a matter of time before I let it loose one way or another.
I get it.
Yeah.
Daddy, we didn't
Talking
drink
Pete
all of
jokes.
it.
I'm taking my time. I mean, it's an expensive bottle of wine, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna let it breathe a little. I realized I just decanted it and didn't let it breathe long enough. So
You gotta let your wine breathe, and you gotta chill your white wine. I learned. I don't drink white wine. I feel like Spencer. Let's be honest. White wine's for girls, right?
do you like white wine or red wine?
Red.
Nice.
That's red.
Mm-hmm.
John, I like it.
And you like it?
What about rosé wine? Do you chill rosé wine?
I feel like you chill a rosé or a pink Moscato. You chill that. Basically, girly wines you chill. Manly wines you drink hot.
Yeah.
You put them in a crock pot, warm them up.
Yeah, I like mulled wines. Put a little nutmeg in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kurt. Are we boring you again?
I just don't know.
What's nutmeg?
That's what I'm talking about. I don't get these fancy words.
Bart, what else are you happy, grateful about? Because Kurt's bored.
Well, here's something
No.
Grateful.
No, go ahead.
I'm
What?
not bored. I'm confused. I feel a little.
What are you confused about?
Culture in your
Nutmeg.
life.
Grateful
I mean,
means happy.
You don't know what wine and nutmeg are?
Does grateful
How old are you?
mean happy?
I don't think about things like
Grateful
wine and
means
nutmeg.
happy.
Okay, let's talk about a nice vintage 2014 can of Pepsi.
That I could tell you about.
Hey, let's hear about it.
Fresh,
Pepsi.
bubbly. Do you like
What's the nose on that?
the nose?
How are the legs?
Caramel.
They pass. I mean, here's the thing about liquids in your body. They go in, but they come back out. I mean, when you drive your car through a mountain, is your car in that mountain, or is it just driving through it? So arguably, when we
you're right.
do foodstuffs, it's not even in our body. So why waste time learning about wine and nutmeg?
Well, let me ask you this:
'Cause-
when you drink Pepsi, it's kind of brownish, blackish color.
Sure.
But once it goes through your body and comes out, it's kind of a yellowish color. What happens?
If I'm lucky.
What? Why? How does that happen?
It's the color that as the
Fortifies you.
yeah, it's the color. The flavor is in the color, as far as I understand. That's what this.
I've always taught the colors and the flavor.
Right.
Yeah. So your
Right.
body absorbs the color and the flavor,
Yeah.
and
That's why your
ejects
hair's so
the-
dark. All that Pepsi.
I've been coming up with a pretty solid theory that the reason I can get such a good base tan before I go for the spray tan is the Pepsi.
Yeah, like I was drinking Mountain Dew for a while and people thought I had jaundice.
Right.
It's all that dew.
Well, you did.
I did.
Yeah.
It's
People were
because of
thinking
all
of-
the dew I was drinking. It's not
Right.
good for you.
No.
People thought I was drinking a lot of Orange Crush, but it was really just a spray tan. Anyway, I'm gonna.
Hey, Spencer.
Did you have a question for Spencer?
I just wanted to know what his favorite drink was. What's your favorite thing to drink?
Juice.
What kind of juice?
Yeah.
Apple juice.
Nice.
Yeah. I used to call apple juice and cider nightmare juice. You jumped on that.
Dude, I jumped on that hard. I drink cider. If I ever want to have really weird, vivid dreams, Kurt turned me onto this. I won't steal it and say it's my own thing.
Sure.
But I do it.
Sure.
Nightmare juice.
You drink like a glass of cider, 8 ounces of cider before you go to bed.
Like this
Apple
regular
cider.
apple cider, not hard
like
cider.
Pressed apple cider.
Well,
non-alcoholic.
locally pressed.
Well, yeah.
A little on the edge, so it's starting
Ideally,
to
not
ferment.
pasteurized, UV treated if you can. It's
Right.
better.
Cold
But,
pressed, ultimately.
Well, cold pressed UV treated because you don't want any bacteria in there.
No
And-
GMOs.
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
But you drink that 20 minutes before you go to bed, you'll have the weirdest dreams of your life. Drink that and chase it with some melatonin. You might not wake up.
Well, you'll be in the nightmare.
Melatonin gives you some weird dreams too.
Sure.
So you'll just remain in a nightmare state for the rest of.
No, until you
your-
wake up.
I have reoccurring dreams, but not of the same thing, of the same places.
I had growing up, I had a reoccurring dream that I was shot dead at an MC Hammer concert. So I was convinced that was my past life, except I was alive when MC Hammer was performing, so it's not possible.
Because you grew up in the 90s.
I grew up in the 90s. That's like, he was too legit to quit.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But he quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't save his money.
And then he lost all his money.
Yeah.
Now he's like,
So which is why we're not using any MC Hammer samples in this episode. Because we
Right.
don't want to.
don't want to support him.
They're pretty.
You guys mind if I eat some chips real quick?
No, it's okay.
It's gonna make some noise.
That's
That's
fine.
all I'm
All
asking.
right.
As long as you're hungry.
Oh,
Are you hungry?
starving. Vanish.
I got a lot of material here. We're doing half-hour episodes this season, so I'm just going to move on
Let's
to the next
power through it.
subject.
Got chips.
Movies. I love movies. You guys love movies?
Yeah.
I'm grateful for movies.
I am grateful for movies.
I love movies.
Every
I love
time you ask a question, I try and say
Look at
something.
the stars. Of course, I love movies.
Every time you try and ask me a question, I say something, and this time I'm going to say yes. I love movies since I was a little kid. You know what the first movie
too.
I saw in the theater was, Ken?
Jurassic Park.
No,
Flintstones.
no,
The movie.
no.
What?
I don't know.
Sorry, you guys you didn't get it.
I know the first movie I saw in theaters.
Okay.
What was it?
TMNT 3. Turtles in Time.
I thought that was Secret of the Ooze.
No, that's number 2.
You gonna tell us your movie, Kurt? Or you just gonna keep us in suspense?
What is it? You want to hear what?
I was kind of old when I went to my first movie because my parents were poor and they didn't want to take 3 kids up to a movie.
But what about Spencer? What was the first movie you remember?
What's the first movie you went out to see in the theater?
Planes.
Planes?
Boo.
Did you like it?
Uh-huh.
What was it about?
A plane that didn't know how to fly and then he learned how to.
Oh, that sounds like a good
so
movie. Yeah.
So like Dumbo.
He knew how to fly.
Oh, I see just about everything till I see an aeroplane fly.
My first movie time in the theater was also a Disney flick, Little Mermaid.
Was that 1989 or was it some kind of re-release in the 90s?
I thought that came out in 92.
Little Mermaid, 89.
Oh,
Spencer, can you tell me?
You went young. You were like 4.
Yeah.
Oh, your parents got some money, huh?
It's cinema. Going to the movies was cheaper back in the day. Let me tell you what. Today you might as well empty out your life savings.
And plus his parents didn't have 3 kids to support.
Yeah, true. Yeah, my parents were banging like crazy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Banging them out, one after another.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
My dad.
Wait, go ahead. Elaborate a little bit on that. Just give yourself some time. What is it about your parents that?
Oh, my dad likes to get up in those guts, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I gotta keep it PG because Spencer's here.
That's
But
fine.
I mean, we've talked about what men like to brag about when they're at work, what they do to their wives.
Yeah.
My dad loves to do that
To your mom.
to my mom.
Does he brag about it to you?
Oh, we've had some weird conversations here and there.
Well, I love foreign movies. Maybe you guys didn't know that. No, you knew that.
I knew that.
I like foreign.
I know that about
Sure.
you. It's another one of your trying to big time us. Like, oh, I love French
No,
movies.
it's not like that. It's not like that.
I'm intellectual. And
I
I
love
like
French-
movies.
I've mentioned how Claire's Knee is my favorite movie.
Yeah, I
and
know.
I want you guys to hear just how funny these foreign movies can be. I brought a little clip for you to listen to.
I'm interested.
I can't wait.
Pourquoi hier après-midi tu m'as empêché de parler de mon mariage à cette petite.
Je n'ai rien empêché du tout, mon vieux. Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette histoire?
Écoute, tu sais très bien, hein. Tu m'as coupé et tu as parlé de mon climat.
Mais c'est vrai? Le froid, tu l'aimes, le froid? La chaleur ne te vaut rien?
Écoute, ça suffit.
Pourquoi parler de mariage? Tu crois que ça intéresse ces gens-là?
Écoute, le rôle de cobaye ne me convient pas du tout. Je ne sais pas ce que tu as dit à cette petite, mais dès que je la vois, je parle.
Parle!
Am I right?
So far, that was Federer and Wimbledon.
Those Federer and
It
Tsonga
was very silly.
and the Australian Open.
It was so silly.
Silly?
Eric Romero's 1970
What
classic,
were they saying?
Claire's Knee. That's what that was.
Oh, that was your favorite.
Yeah.
Was
It's
that
not-
so? That was Claire
What
talking.
were they saying?
No, that was
I heard a few words that I mean, I never took French in school. I took Spanish, but I heard a few sentences I recognized.
Let's give it up to dads. We missed our Father's Day episode. You know?
I had a great Father's Day.
Yeah? Did you have a good Father's Day, Spencer? Did you spend time with your dad?
You want to tell these guys what you got for me?
A Wolverine t-shirt.
Oh.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
And Avengers book.
Avengers book. Mm-hmm. Hey,
Wow.
nice job. Can I shake your hand?
We're coming up at the end here of the episode because we're just doing half-hour episodes now.
Hey, I love my dad too, guys.
Oh. You want to talk about that?
No, I just
No.
My dad loves
I
this
felt like
show.
Spencer stole the show a little bit with how much he loved his dad and the great presents he got him.
What'd you get your dad?
I cooked him a delicious breakfast and gave him a big old hug and a sloppy wet kiss. Our
Yeah.
mustaches touched. It was weird.
Yeah, right.
Nah, I didn't kiss him on the lips. I was too nervous.
I knew it, Spencer. I knew he was.
You
making it
tried,
up.
but at the last second, you
I
bailed.
pulled back. I just hugged. I hugged him. That's a big step for me.
That, I was gonna say originally when you said you hugged him, I was like, that's not just surface.
It's legit.
feelings.
I
Yeah.
hugged him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love my dad. He's a cool guy.
Did you make him some eggs?
Omelets.
He doesn't. He doesn't eat fancy eggs, Ben.
He doesn't like fancy food. My
Right.
dad's a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Like
Yeah.
your dad.
Yeah.
I feel like, here's the thing about dads. You and me are best friends.
Sure.
Are you and me best friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think our dads could be best friends for sure.
No.
Like-
No,
No, they could.
No.
Like
No,
the
I mean,
things.
no. I mean, my dad's kind of like a huge prick.
Well, so is my dad. But they like the same things. They belong to the same rod and gun club.
They do?
Yeah, Durham Rod and Gun Club.
That's right up in Durham?
Yeah.
My dad hates guns.
Just down the road. Your dad couldn't be friends with our dads.
No, my dad can't have friends. He's got.
No, he could have one friend, and it can be my dad.
Oh, trust me, he's got one friend.
Oh,
They're both pricks.
oh.
Happy
Well,
Father's Day, Dad.
I'm just saying, I think our dads have a lot in common. They both kind of don't like their sons, aren't really impressed with what their sons do. Don't show love to their sons. Don't talk to their sons.
I think that's why we're best.
they work
friends.
hard. They like to shoot guns.
I think that's why we're best friends.
Because I wish you were my dad, and you wish I was your dad.
Yeah, and honestly, Spencer showed up here kind of.
Made you wish you had a son, so you could be a dad.
I mean, I want you to be my dad, Kent. No, wait, I mean, I want to have a child with you. It made me really start to think.
Well, I think we can now.
Legally. This
Yeah.
isn't CNN.
Well, I mean, sometimes it can be CNN.
I don't really listen.
You don't like current events.
I don't really like. Oh, nice.
Well, my dad loves me, and he loves this show.
We are grateful guys. We are
Okay. Congratulations.
guys. We are grateful. We are grateful guys. We are grateful.